What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard. Happy New Year. Glad to have everybody back. And I got a couple of things going on here, so I'll be intermittently talking to you while we're looking. But right now, there's been pretty much of a whipsaw in here, as we see in these markets here. Not much going on to really get overly involved in. I mean, certainly there's a potential look at, hold on 1 second for me. 1 second for me. I'll be there. I got a little problem I'm dealing with. So we'll take care of that and put ourselves in good shape. Okay, so anyways, there's not a real lot going on. It'll be a little bit short here, but we could look at the euro currency as a potential trade. We might as well do that while we're here. I'm not overly excited about making much trade today, but again, I'll look at this. This is certainly a qualify, so I'm not going to ignore. But overall, markets are pretty quiet. They're pretty whippy. I'm not going to say they're pretty quiet. They're pretty whippy. You've seen the Nasdaq have about a 400-point range back and forth, and they were lower. They were much higher. They were lower. But we don't have a trade yet. Now we can take a trade in the euro currency if you care to do so. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second for me. Sorry about that. Okay, so your stop would be on the euro currency would be 102.90, 102.90. Okay, and let's see if anything else popped while we were hanging out here. Not really. In fact, it looks like the euro currency is going to take us out right away here. It looks like this is the problem in the current environment of the markets right now. Now, again, we're still in, but this is part of the problem in the current environment right now, because again, we have so little action, and then it just becomes a quick whipsaw. Okay, we did get stopped out of our trade, which is nothing. Again, I don't make excuses, but that is one of the reasons that I didn't want to get involved, because again, I've seen this movie before. It's extremely whippy. Now you would have a potential another entry coming up here, and obviously there has to be some news out right now. Okay, that would be what I would guess here, is that there is news that just hit, unexpected news, because you see the euro just dropped dramatically, crude just dropped quite a bit. Okay, the index has just dropped. We're now all negative. We were just up nicely, and now the markets are all down. So it looks like some kind of news. Now, if anybody's there that's seen the news, let me know. But once again, I mean, certainly, if you really wanted to play, you could take another look at the euro currency right here. Okay, and your new stop would be. Wow, they're really killing it. They must have done something in the eurozone, I would guess, some sort of rate cut or whatever, because you can see that it's getting crippled right now. Okay. Now again, there is no trade yet to make here, but certainly, again, obviously a little bit danger because it's overall a little bit thinner in the market here, but certainly we'll take a peek and be ready if there is something to actually do here. Okay, if you want to play, and again, this is higher risk stuff. Okay, your stop would be 155. Okay, excuse me, 102.55 would be your stop if you want to play this. Now again, this is not an environment I would normally be trading in. I would be normally on my way to the golf course right now, and I will be very shortly after we leave here. But overall, I just wanted to look at the overall levels of everything else right now. to see if there's anything really to do, because this is a very dangerous time for trading because of the how thin the markets are. Okay, so you've got a little bit of a profit in your euro currency now. Okay, we haven't quite got back what we lost on the last trade, but you do have a profit, and you might as well go ahead and move your stop up to break even. But as we look, okay, at Apple, for example, at the last time we talked, we were looking to sell it. Well, it has come down fairly substantially, but it has not created a potential buy. Okay, Amazon, okay, is just hovering around the mean. Coin, hold on one second. Very busy here for why I don't know, but very busy here. Coin is one you'd want to look at. Now, I'm not telling you, again, I'm concerned at the lack of activity, but if it got down to 250, I would certainly be willing to take a look at selling some put spreads there. Crowd, again, I'd look to be a buyer here at like about 340. I would sell some put spreads. Again, I would sell these for next week. I'm not looking to do anything too dramatically here. I don't think there's enough to get overly involved. Meta, kind of down there, but a very narrow range. I would sit it out. Google, right at the mean, nothing to do. IWM, nothing to do. Microsoft, very oversold. I would certainly look to be a buyer of this, or a seller of put spreads right around here would probably work out. Okay. MSTR, same thing. But now remember, MSTR is a much different animal than others. I mean, this thing's average daily range is $10 to $12 a day. Okay. But certainly I would like to sell some put spreads. Now, I'm not putting anything on today. I've got open positions, and I'm not really looking to do anything too crazy anyways right now. Nugget, again, came off that oversold, but no trade. NVIDIA, really no trade. Hold on. Come on, hurry up. I'm busy. Gotta let the dog in. Okay. The Qs, look for an opportunity. I'd like to see them get down to about 510. If they would do that, that would give me a reason to get involved. SMCI, right in the middle, nothing to do. Square, certainly I would look to be a seller of put spreads, like if it got down to 85. Again, I'm giving much further away levels to get involved here, because I don't see the real reason to be participating in this market right now. I think that the risk far outweighs the overall rewards we have here because of the fast movement we have. We need more volume in this market. You can see that volume continues to decline. I mean, a lot of professionals are still on vacation right now. The SPY certainly would look if it got down to about 580. Tesla's one I'd probably look at, about 350, believe it or not. I mean, it's still got room to go. Okay. Win, I looked up at 85 to sell put spreads. So basically, there's a lot of things that are more setting up to be a buyer, okay, by selling put spreads than there is at being a seller. But overall, again, you can see that we did have a nice bounce in the euro currency. If you're still in, then you've gotten your money back from the first. Okay. Again, I just don't see a lot to do. If I were advising my traders, I would tell them to take the day off. Okay. I don't see a hell of a lot to do here. You can see that there's some pretty big whips back and forth, but overall, I don't see any great opportunity telling me that I need to be getting overly involved here. So we're going to call it a short day today as well, because there's not much to do. And we will get back into real action when we get back on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy New Year, and we'll see you Tuesday with a full show. Adios.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.